Hey everyone. So I'm just going to do a quick video on this Lactuca wild prickly lettuce. It's not really an oil, it's just concentrated down. I picked the leaves today and put them, I blended them up in my blender and then put enough water on it to simmer it down on the stove, and then strained it, and then put the rest into this rice cooker and let it simmer down to pretty much concentrated it. And this is used for pain. I have not used it yet for pain. I will try it and see how well it works. I've never really made this. I've made tincture before with the wild lettuce, but a lot of people are talking about picking it and making this wonderful concentrate. Now what I'm going to do is let it simmer. This is actually on, it's just on warm right now. And what I'll do is leave it on for maybe another half an hour. It'll be a little thicker. Now this does look a little bit like cannabis oil. This is another way. This is how we make cannabis oil. You can concentrate it down after you've tinctured it. And I do use the Graves 190 proof. Not this here, I'm talking about cannabis oil. But this here was just on the stove simmered with water. There's a lot of great videos out there on how to make this, but it does take most of the day, almost all day, because you don't want to burn it. You just want to, really what you're doing is evaporating the water off. So this made quite a bit. I'd say maybe a half an ounce. Oh, maybe a little, maybe almost an ounce bottle. So what I'll do is put this in a jar, and I think because it's a water base and there's no alcohol in it, there's nothing really here to preserve it. I'll keep it in a refrigerator. It'll probably last maybe a week or so, maybe a couple of weeks. You just have to keep an eye on it because, you know, things that are made with water can has the potential to mold. So if you're just doing it to practice, just do it with the water, and then, you know, when you get more advanced, you know, do it with alcohol. You can preserve it because it will have a little alcohol in it. This is great though, and this is like pretty much a weed, and you can go out and pick it, but I call it an herb, people call it a weed. You also could freeze it. It would last longer. You could freeze it in little cubes maybe, or you can get molds, small molds, and pop them out and thaw them out as you need them. That's a great idea too. This way you could have it through the winter because you're not going to go out and find wild lettuce in the winter time. So if you find this really works for you, great idea to maybe make it and freeze it and then pop them out in smaller, like I said, I like those silicone ones. Those are really great. Even the little teddy bear ones, you know, the gummy bear type ones, I do have those. You could fill those up and freeze them. Because like I said, there's a little bit of water in here, so they will freeze. And you could preserve them for the winter and pop them out and stick them in a baggie or a jar and leave them in the freezer and pop them and thaw them out as you need them. So there's a lot of great ideas. I think this came out really nice. It's very bitter. I think because the Lactuca is bitter. Lactuca just is the milky substance that comes from the plant, which is where a lot of the medicine is. So do some research, try it out. It's amazing how thick this does come out. It has probably another half hour to go to really get rid of some of the water that's still in here. But like I said, it's on low. It's only on warm. You don't want it on high because you don't want to burn it. So I just wanted to show you this, what I was doing today. This was my little project. And I did make a tincture also. I wanted to see how that was going to turn out. I did use 190 proof. So I did half and half. 190 proof plus half distilled water in a half-gallon jar. And the 190 proof does help to tincture it a lot nicer. Of course, I broke it in half, and if you do the math, half of 190 is 95. So, I think I did my math right. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I did it wrong. So basically you're still at almost 100 proof vodka. If you just put a little less distilled water in there and do the math, you could get 100 proof. 100 proof is ideal for making the wild lettuce tincture. So I only had 80 proof on me, but I did have the Everclear, which you can make the 90 proof just by doing a little bit of math. So that's it for today. Hope you like this. This came out really nice. It's almost done. It's getting pretty thick. You want it probably like waxy, thicker than this. In order to put them in ice cube trays, though, this would be perfect right here, so you could pour them. Otherwise, you're not going to get them in ice cube trays. Me, I'm just going to put it in a little jar and keep it in the refrigerator and take a tiny bit every day just to see how it works. Not like I'm in a lot of pain or anything, but I do a lot of garden work, so my feet and my knees sometimes will hurt. But other than that, see how that works for people. See if you like it and try it out. All right, see you all next video. Peace.